Hello everybody, Coach Aaron here from over at Summers Fitness, and here at Summers Fitness we do something called the PPP. What that stands for is Personal Progress Plan. So what we do during that time is we put you through a little assessment. We test your measurements, we might test you in a few different exercises such as push-ups and sit-ups, and then we go back and we talk about some goals. We see what progress you've made and what progress you would like to make, and like I said, set some goals and help you come up with an action plan based on those goals too. For a lot of people, they have the goal of increasing their push-ups. That's a good test of strength in their upper body. Or maybe they can't even do a push-up on their feet, so their goal is to get one push-up on their feet. So since I've seen so many people over the years who want to increase their push-ups, I want to help you guys come up with an action plan for increasing your push-ups or being able to get that one push-up. So for a normal push-up, it looks like this. You come up on your toes, you want your back nice and flat, bring it on down, then just pushing it right on up, locking it out at the top. So, like I said, there's a lot of people that can't do that, which is perfectly fine, and there's a lot of people that they want to increase their push-ups. So, there's a few different ways that you can do this. Now, the most common way that people will try to increase their push-ups is they'll just drop it down to their knees, and they'll try to rep some out. So, when you drop it down to your knees, there's a few different problems with that. One, the form tends to slip quite a bit. I see a lot of people that keep their butt back and they try to do push-ups like that. One, that puts your shoulders in a little bit of a vulnerable position, but also it takes the tension off of your core. You're not working the right muscles that you want to be working in a push-up. And I've seen some other form slippage when it comes to going down to your knees as well. Also with that, there's a huge strength curve from going to your knees to your toes. So the push-ups on your knees are extremely easy compared to doing it on your feet. And yes, you're working the muscle, but you're really not getting as much strength as you would like to get that actual push-up. So there's a few different ways I'm going to talk about today for you guys to increase your push-ups or get that one push-up that you want to work on. Way number one is doing a negative, or also known as an eccentric push-up. So what that looks like is this. You start in the up position, you go nice and slow on the way down, and then you come down to your knees, push it on up, come back to the toes, nice and slow. It's important that you keep good form, nice flat back during this whole time. But that's a great way to increase your push-ups. Eccentric exercises have been proven, or negative exercises have been proven to build more muscle and build more strength than the concentric portion of the exercise. So that's a great way for you guys to increase your push-ups. Also, you're getting used to being in that position and pushing the same amount of weight that you would be for that normal push-up on your toes. So using a negative, and you could do that with any exercise too. You could do that with bicep curls, nice and slow on the way down. And that's something that we do here with our programming, is sometimes we'll program in a negative or an eccentric form of the exercise. So that's one way that you could increase your push-ups. Another way is to start on a wall, a couch, or a chair. Start up nice and high, and then work your way down. So I'm going to show you a few different ways that you guys can do that. Number one, if you get a chair, you can start in this position, and that push-up up here. Once you guys get used to that, once you've built some strength, flip it around, come down a tier to the next spot, and do your push-ups. Once you get good at that, then you can go down even further, and before you know it, you're already almost on the ground doing your actual push-ups. So that's one way that you can progressively build that strength. Another way is using a tool that we like to use here called the TRX suspension training. So TRX is great, as I adjust the straps real quick, because you can actually, just like the chair, you can start up nice and high to an easier position, work on your push-up, and then once you master that, you can step it back a little bit, and that makes it a little bit tougher. Once you master that, step it back even further. And the same as the chair, before you know it, you're pretty much going to be in the position that you would be for doing an actual push-up. So that's another way that you guys can increase your push-ups. And like I said, you could also go up against a wall or something else and kind of progressively work your way down. So the third way to increase your push-ups is to strengthen all of the muscle groups that are involved in the push-up. And everybody always thinks that push-ups are only working on chest, but you use your shoulders, you use your triceps, and there's a lot of core involved in doing a push-up as well. So you have to strengthen up all of those things too, and that's also going to prevent muscle imbalances and it's going to prevent injuries from happening too. So you want to work on your chest. You could do that by doing exercises like a chest press. You could do a chest fly, working on the chest. You also want to work on your triceps, like I mentioned. So you could do exercises like skull crushers. You could do an overhead tricep extension, or you could do a close grip bench press. So there's different things that you could do for that. You also want to work on your shoulders. You could do front raises, single arm front raises, lateral raises, shoulder press, different things like that to work on your shoulders. But the most important thing that you want to work on when it comes to increasing your push-ups is your core. And let me show you the reason why. I see it all the time. People are doing push-ups, but they let their hips sag down and they do their push-ups. What that's doing is putting a lot of pressure on your lower back, so you really need to strengthen up that core, and that's going to prevent you from injuring that lower back too, and you're going to be able to do push-ups more effectively. And when you strengthen your core, you're going to actually get a lot stronger at pretty much every other exercise too. So what I recommend is get in that push-up position, do different types of planks. Make sure that back is nice and flat, make sure that core is remaining tight. So this is the position that you would be in for a push-up. I recommend doing shoulder taps. You could do plank reaches, you could do plank leg lifts, plenty of different exercises that you could do, but I would recommend working on your planks, working on your core, and there's plenty of different things that you could do in that plank position, but that's gonna help prep you for doing a push-up. So those are 3 things that I would recommend if you have that goal of increasing your push-ups or doing a full push-up on your feet. Those are 3 different ways that you guys can do it. This is your action plan. Like I said before, negative or eccentric exercises. You can start high and work your way down, whether you're doing it on a wall, TRX, a couch, or a chair, whatever it might be. That's a great way, but also strengthen up all the muscles that are involved too, and especially your core. Like I said, if you strengthen up your core, pretty much every exercise is going to increase in strength too with that. You have to have that strong foundation in order to build on top of it. All right, I hope this video helps you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you put these into practice. This is something that we do here at Summers Fitness, is we utilize all the different equipment. We utilize all different ways to increase your strength, increase muscle tone, cardio, everything. We mix it up quite a bit so you guys have a full spectrum for your workout. So if you're interested, leave a comment below, shoot us a text, give us a call. We would love to help you out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will plan on seeing you later. Bye-bye, guys.